at this time, I would like to introduce our sponsor for the keynote today, Roka Bioscience. Dan Baylor, Vice President of Marketing for Roka Bioscience. Dan earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Molecular Biology from the University of Massachusetts Amherst and his MBA from Loyola University, Maryland. He has spent the past 16 years of his career marketing innovative products for infectious disease diagnosis and prevention. Everyone, please welcome Dan Baylor.
Good morning. Roka Bioscience is pleased to be the gold sponsor for the Food Safety Summit and sponsor the Keynote CEO leaders, their commitment to food safety and quality. The bad news for you is you have to sit through 2 minutes of an infomercial. Roka was established with the sole purpose of providing rapid, highly accurate testing solutions for the food safety industry. While you cannot test quality into food, you can take steps to ensure the effectiveness of the processes you put in place to make food safer. Whether you test your products in-house or you send them to a third-party laboratory, you want to be confident in the accuracy of your results. It was either in the first Food Safety Summit or maybe it was the year after, I recall Daniel Fung, professor at Kansas State University, commenting that the science for food safety testing, specifically microbiology, was lagging behind compared to other areas like clinical diagnostics and even pharmaceutical quality control testing. Over the past 15 years, we have seen a lot of improvements in this area by some very fine companies. Roka is very excited to be part of the industry and join the effort to provide better tools through the advancement of science and technology to help support companies making our food safer. The Atlas system, combines the power of our 3 core molecular technologies with innovative automation to provide the most advanced food pathogen testing solutions available. Automation just doesn't improve overall laboratory efficiency, it reduces the potential for human error, which can improve both time to actionable result and overall accuracy. Roka now offers a complete menu of pathogen assays, including a unique approach to S-Tech testing. Whether you operate your own lab or you send out your testing, it's important to select the best testing method for your applications. I encourage you to stop by to speak to us. Let's find out if there's anything we can do to help. I know that your job is not easy, but thank you for keeping our food safe.
All right, thank you, Dan, and thank you, Roka, for their continued support of the summit. This morning's keynote presentation is a little bit different than how we have traditionally opened the summit. Today you will hear from 2 progressive-minded CEOs who have demonstrated true leadership from the very top on down throughout their respective organizations with their commitment to food safety and quality as a company-wide priority, inspiring their employees through their actions as well as their words. Moderating our keynote session this morning is our good friend of the summit, Peter Good. Peter is the previous Director of Education for the Illinois Restaurant Association and has worked for several years with the National Restaurant Association's Educational Foundation. In 1993, Peter started his own training company, which today has become one of the country's most recognized seminar and training companies for food safety and customer service. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Peter Good.
How's everybody doing? 6 goods out of 600. Could everybody please stand up? Don't worry, we're not going to do aerobics, Don, but I thought, I can't really see anybody except the last few rows. Can you see me? Good, that's all that counts. All right, I'm going to ask one more time. How's everybody doing today? All right, much better. Have a seat, have a seat. Much better, much better. Even though I can't see you, I would bet that there's a few of you out there who ain't feeling the love, who maybe feel underappreciated, may be underfunded, under-encouraged about their jobs in food safety. Maybe you feel you have to sell food safety to the boss, or just let them know you're there. Maybe you have all the responsibility and yet none of the authority. Whether you're in regulatory, academia, industry, laboratory, farming in the fields, or serving a salad, I think a lot of us have in common the fact that we're constantly challenged to get the boss to recognize the importance of food safety. I know there's two people in the room today where that's not the case. I'm going to ask one of them to come up first and introduce her boss to us. Courtney Parker, could I ask you to come up? Courtney Parker, who is the Senior Vice President of Quality and Food Safety at Chiquita. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give Courtney a nice round of applause. Courtney, I'm off the stage.
All right, thank you, Peter. Good morning, everybody, and I'd also like to give a special thanks to Roka for sponsoring this session. Chiquita Brands is actually going to start experimenting and using the Roka system. For all of you from a food safety aspect out there, for all of you techies that like new technology, you might want to check it out. Very impressive technology. So I have my script and I have Ed's bio in front of me, but I'm not very good at reading through scripts. So I thought I'd share a little bit of a story while I introduce Ed Lonergan. In 2012, I took a brief hiatus from Chiquita Brands. And about a year and a half later, in fact, late last summer, I was called and asked to come back in the office to see if maybe there was a right fit for me to come back to the company and to meet some of the new management that was on board with the company. I spent the day at the Chiquita headquarters meeting with everybody, and at the end of the day, my last meeting was with Ed. Now, for those of you, for our food scientists, food specialists, and food safety experts in the room, I think all of you know what it's like when you finally meet a boss that is fully committed to food safety and quality. Not just talking the talk, but having a pure interest in what you do and the responsibilities that you hold for the company. So at the end of that day, I had pretty much made up my mind that if they were interested in having me back, I was definitely interested in coming back. So Ed is going to talk through a little bit about his journey and how he's been molded over the years to know that food safety and quality is extremely important to any food business. But just as a little bit of a background, Ed is currently the Chief Executive Officer of Chiquita Brands. He came to us after being the CEO of Diversey Incorporated. So many of you in this room understand that name Diversey and what it means to both cleaning, sanitation, and also hygiene controls and specializing in those disciplines. So certainly having a CEO with that background has made a huge difference. Prior to that, Ed has over 25 years of experience with consumer packaged goods, anything from razors to his time with Procter & Gamble, where he did a lot of work with food products as well. So without further ado,